This is All India Radio, Shillong, the Northeast News Bulletin, read by Miranda Blah. The polling for the sixth phase of Lok Sabha Elections began at 7 a.m. and will continue till 6 p.m. today. The polling is taking place simultaneously in all the 59 constituencies spread over 6 states and 1 union territory. Voting is taking place for 14 seats in Uttar Pradesh, all 10 in Haryana, 8 each in West Bengal, Bihar and Madhya Pradesh, all 7 seats in the National Capital Region of Delhi and 4 in Jharkhand. Over 10 crore 17 lakh voters, including 4 crore 75 lakh women, will decide the fate of 979 candidates in fray for 59 seats. China's ambassador to India, Luo Zhaohui, who was in Gangtok for a day, called on Sikkim Chief Minister Pawan Kumar Chamling at his official residence to discuss trade along the Nathula corridor, among other issues of economic cooperation between the two countries. The two dignitaries talked about the common areas of concern, which, if addressed, could improve border trade between Sikkim and Tibetan Autonomous Region, an official release issued by State Information and Public Relations Department said. During the discussion, both Chamling and Zhaohui called for an efficient mechanism to ensure smooth flow of goods along the trade route. The Chinese diplomat suggested that increasing the hours of trade and the number of business days could facilitate the traders on the two sides. He also stressed on development of Nathula as a dry port to increase the volume of trade. In Assam, no untoward incident has been reported at violence hit Hailakandi district during the last 24 hours, while curfew is on as a precautionary measure. Senior Minister Parimal Suklabaidia held a peace meeting at Hailakandi yesterday. The minister announced 5 lakh rupees as ex gratia to the family members of the deceased person, while another 50,000 rupees will be given to each of the injured persons. One person died on Friday in police action in a bid to control the situation. Curfew was imposed following a clash between two groups. Security has been beefed up in the district and internet services also suspended in the Barak Valley. In a coal relief to coal business in Meghalaya, the Supreme Court has allowed transportation of 75,050 metric tons of extracted coal for 15 days from the 17th of this month. 75,050 metric tons of coal is part of the original 1,76,655 metric tons as assessed and declared by Meghalaya government. A Supreme Court bench comprising Justice Ashok Bhushan and Justice K.M. Joseph passed the order in the interlocutory applications led by various applicants in the coal mining case. The court referred to the report of Justice Retired B.P. Katake committee appointed by NGT about the quantity of assessed coal. The report said challenge for transportation of coal were issued for 1,76,655 metric tons, and out of this over 94,000 metric tons of coal were transported and the remaining is 55,050 metric tons. Meghalaya Education Department has tied up with IPE Global, an international development consulting organization, in providing in-service professional development to around 3,500 secondary and higher secondary school teachers in the state. The professional training program is being conducted in association with the Asian Development Bank. The department is hopeful that the program will bring much-needed reform in the education scenario by improving quality of education in government-aided schools through academic interventions like student-centered teaching and learning, classroom management and standard assessment. Under the program, teachers receive face-to-face training in 2 phases along with hand-holding support at the school level. More than the length of the runway, it is an obstacle to seamless working of the instrument landing system that is keeping bigger aircrafts from operating out of Umroi Airport, which is connected by ATR 40 flight to and fro from Kolkata. According to Chief Minister Conrad Sangma, the hills in the vicinity of the airport come in the way of efficient working of the instrument landing system. He said that the main problem is not the expansion of the runway, but the obstacle to the instrument landing system. Sangma also made it clear that the big hills cannot just be cut down due to financial constraints and environmental concerns, but expressed hope that some flights can be operated from the existing runway. And with that, we end the Northeast News Bulletin, which came to you from the Shillong station of All India Radio. Have a nice day.